name's Miriam. Welcome again to North Vancouver. And tonight I am making Mother Borys's pierogies as an appetizer. My mother-in-law is 93 years old and she's a lovely lady. And when I was first married, she took me under her wing and taught me how to make all these amazing Ukrainian foods. Pierogies, borscht, cabbage rolls. So tonight I'm making pierogies, and I want to dedicate this recipe to her and thank her for nurturing my love of cooking. This is an amazing recipe, and I'm featuring 2 cream cheeses tonight, and the Philadelphia cream cheese absolutely, without a doubt, kicks this up about 1,000 notches, and it is so delicious. My boys were over today tasting all of my samples, and they could not believe how wonderful it is. And you will not believe how quick the dough is to make and how quick the filling is to make. So let's get at it, shall we? First of all, 1/2 cup of sour cream into my bowl. Here we go. Next, I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of flour in with the sour cream. Now, if you need a little bit more flour because it's still too sticky, add a little bit more flour. It doesn't matter. You don't want it to be sticky. You want it to be able to be so that you can handle it. Because if it's too sticky to handle, it doesn't work. So here we go. So I'm going to put that dough together. That's how simple it is. It's almost comical how simple this is. Seriously. 1/2 cup of sour cream and 3/4 cup of flour, and I mix that together. It's that simple. It's crazy. This dough makes 10 pierogies, but if you want to double it or triple it or quadruple it for a big crowd, it does that very well. Just go right ahead. So here we have my pierogi dough ready to go. It's nice. I don't think it's too sticky. I think it's perfect. You probably hear the onions sizzling beside me because I've got them sizzling away, because that's what we're going to end up with is butter and onions to put them in. So there's my dough, seriously. Remember my time-saving tip from before? If you want to get the dough off your hands, use flour, don't use water. And just all that dough comes off your hands so that you're ready to go and you can manipulate the dough easily. So here we go. Roll out your dough, and it's perfect. Oops. If there's holes, don't worry about it, just keep going. So, roll it up till it's quite thin. Take your favorite cookie cutter and just cut rounds. So this makes approximately 10 rounds. So I'll just show you what it's like through the first cut and then give you the procedure for how to make pierogies. Okay. Here I have my filling ready to go. This is, I've used a yellow skinned potato. You boil the potatoes. So this recipe is 1 for 10. It's 1 medium potato, 2/3 of a cup of sauteed onions. I'm actually sauteing in my pan, but you're going to reserve 1/3 of those onions for your garnish at the end. Where are we? Yes. I put 1/3 of a cup of cream cheese in, 1/3 of a cup of dry curd cottage cheese. Now, Mother Borys says this is the trick to the best pierogies in the world, is the dry curd cottage cheese. Then use salt and pepper and dill to taste. Now, I like dill, so I put about 1/4 teaspoon of dill. If you don't like dill, leave it out. It's fine. Some people don't like dill. All right, here we go. Take your dough. I have my egg wash here. Egg wash the back half of your dough round. Take 1 scoop, like this, put it into the dough. Now this is how Mother Borys showed me. It's like, I don't know, I've never done this before with any other product. Keep your hands floured, and you just squeeze the dough together. It's that simple, seriously. Once you get the filling made, it's easy, and you can make the filling a day ahead, leave it in the fridge, make your dough, and away you go. So line these up. Another one. Egg wash the back half. Portion scoop, so that each, you want the portion scoop, so that each pierogi is exactly the same size. So they cook the same, they cook at the same rate, and they look beautiful when you're plating. My boys couldn't believe I was making this. We went to see Baba yesterday, Baba, the kids call her Baba because of course it's their grandmother, because it was Mother's Day. And, you know, she's not doing as well as she used to do. But they were very happy to see her. And when I said that I was making her pierogies today, they thought, oh my goodness. But again, this is her method. And I'm kicking it up a notch with, of course, the Philadelphia cream cheese, which I love. So, here we go. I'm only going to do about 5 or maybe 5 of these, just to give you the procedure. And then we're going to pop them into the boiling water. So, the procedure is you do your dough, make sure they're stuck with the egg wash. That's why you use the egg wash. And you don't want a bent shape. Pierogies are flat, as you notice, flat. Alright, so back here I've got some ready to go into the water. So I'm going to pop my pierogies into the water. These are ones I made ahead of time. Use my spider. Love my spider. There we go. I've got my fresh pierogies ready to go. Now, we need to get the onions ready for the top. So, just to go back, I rolled up my dough. I filled my pierogies. They're all looking exactly the same. And I'm going to boil them. Once they are in the back pan and they've boiled, and they float to the surface, then you give them about 2 to 3 minutes after they float to the surface. Then you take them out and you simply saute them in a pan of onions that you chopped ahead of time, and butter, and 1 tablespoon of oil, and then you garnish with this sour cream mixture, which I'll talk about. So I'm going to take these to the back. These are looking really good. I'm going to move my board just a second. Here, just clean up a mess a bit. There we go. So, I've got my onions sauteing here with my butter, about 1/4 cup of butter and the 1/3 cup of onions. So that's nicely sauteing over here. Get my flour out of the way. Now I'm going to bring over my plate that we're going to put our pierogies on today. So, the topping is my chopped chives from the garden. It's absolutely delicious. Also, I've added 1/2 a cup of sour cream with 1/4 of a cup of the chive whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. Unbelievable combination. You absolutely will love this. So that goes on as a garnish as well, the onion. So here we go, going to the back. About 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll put the cooked ones. Here we go. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to move my plate over, bring in my saute pan. Now you put the strained pierogies right into the onions and the butter. And you don't want to burn them, you just want to slightly saute them. They are amazing. Oh yes. Now, be careful because they are very delicate, so I just want them to heat through and slightly brown. On this plate, we're going to put a nice dollop of our, this is our cream cheese, our whipped chive cream cheese, of course. I'm going to garnish with our fresh chives. They are unbelievably beautiful. Now, my pierogies have sauteed away here. Here we go. Now, I'm just going to plate my pierogies here. Oh my. And this is an amazing appetizer for when it's a cold night and you're going to be serving borscht or soup, or if you just have somebody that's just dying for pierogies, like my husband. He's waiting. The hockey game's on. He can't wait for me to finish this so he can have the pierogies. So I'm just going to plate them like this. Beautiful, hot, gorgeous. There we go. And all of the delicious onions on. There we go. And to top that off, a little bit of fresh chives.